The criticism of how Fort Myers police use the show-up method in this case is piling up. A former mayor now calling police actions, quote, egregious ineptitude. He plans to make his case to city council on Monday during the public comment period. Katie Jones giving you a preview of the harsh critique he plans to present. Katie?
Patrick, today Wilbur Smith sent this letter to Fort Myers City Manager Billy Mitchell saying he's appalled at the handling of the Nate Allen case. He says illegal tactics were used and changes need to be made. Former Fort Myers Mayor Wilbur Smith says police acted illegally when they handcuffed and questioned Nate Allen for hours after incorrectly focusing on him in an indecent exposure case.
It should have been apparent right away that this was not an arrestable offense, and a person is arrested as soon as they are deprived of their liberty to move about freely, and he was obviously arrested roadside, and that was an illegal arrest and illegal detention.
And the former mayor says his eventual successor, Mayor Henderson, is wrong to allow the police to investigate what they did wrong without having an outside agency double check their actions.
They want to use internal investigations because they feel like they have some control. I mean, you're not going to get a lower ranked officer to issue some bad report against the sheriff himself or against the chief.
The former mayor wants the Florida Department of Law Enforcement or FBI to investigate to make sure other citizens haven't been or won't be misidentified by Fort Myers police.
If it took place in this case, it can take place in any other case at any time.
He's not the only one concerned. The state attorney's office has also issued this statement saying Fort Myers police used an ID method criticized by the courts as suggestive and leading to potential misidentification. Police Chief Doug Baker has defended their method as, quote, standard protocol.
FMPD has said that they've done this in the past. Why now are you choosing to get involved? Is it because it's such a high-profile case?
Well, it's because this case really cries out for it. It's clear-cut. It's a case that has caught the public's attention, and it's really what it is. It's an opportunity for the city of Fort Myers elected officials to look at the Fort Myers Police Department and determine whether or not changes need to be made.
Now, we should mention Wilbur Smith is the father of Sawyer Smith, who is representing Nate Allen. But Wilbur Smith says he's speaking up out of concern for the city and what he calls the police department's gross interpretation of the law. In the studio, Katie Jones, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, thank you, Katie. Tell us, do you think there should be an outside review of where police went wrong in this case, or should they just investigate themselves? And what about local cops using this show-up method of IDing a single suspect, sometimes in cuffs, criticized by the state attorney's office?